Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the Tarot Collective for today. Today is Thursday, August 21st, 2025. You may follow me on the tube. I was going to say the lemonade. Hello, I got off of that like a month ago. My blog, or not, totally up to you. Linktree is in the description box. Links are in Linktree. My email is in the description box. If you ever want to reach out for a chat, if you ever want a reading, just let me know. Send me an email. All right. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever does not, just leave it on the table for someone else. You do not need to take on energy that wasn't meant for you. We're going to use Intuitive City Oracle by Rob Barthelman. You can find this at intuitiveintention.com, My Intuitive Intention on Etsy, and the TikTok shop. Alrighty then. We got one on the table. It's in the reverse. It's actually a good reversal. 3 on the table. What is this? We got 3 on the table, 1 major, and 1 in reverse. The major was kind of like slanted towards the reverse, like very, very slightly. We're going to talk about it. We got 4 on the table, 1 major, 1 card in reverse. 5 on the table, 6 on the table, 2 major, 1 card in reverse. We're going to do 2 more shuffles. Oh, this is good. I like this. This is like growth. Okay, that card was weird. I'm like, that card was weird. What the heck? Ah, okay. We got 8 on the table. We got 1, 2, 3, 3 majors, 1 card in reverse, and we got 1. Bottom of the deck, 9 of Cups, 5 of Wands, the Hangman, 5 of Pentacles, Justice, the Chariot, the Moon. Top of the deck is the Lovers, 8 of Cups, 2 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles. Look at that. That's a lot of good energy up there. All right, I'm going to set this on the box on the windowsill. I just realized they mowed our lawn today. I swear to God, they've only been mowing our lawn like once a month, and it gets so tall. And I'm afraid one day that the village is going to come and check it, and then they're going to like fine us, and then the association is going to fine us, and I'm going to be like, hello, you're the one that pays them to mow the lawn, and we pay you. It gets really long. We got 9 of Swords in reverse. We've got the Strength card. Strength. Baby. We got 7 of Cups. Sorry, my nose is a little itchy. We got King of Swords. We got Ace of Pentacles. We've got Last Judgment. Oh, we don't want that one. That's the last one. We've got the Empress. We've got the King of Cups. And bottom of the deck, we've got 7 of Swords. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. You can change the Empress to an Emperor. It doesn't matter. To me, this is just someone in Empress energy, okay? Like I said, The Nine of Swords in reverse, it's actually a little bit more positive than if it were in the upright. Like this is someone looking after themselves, taking care of themselves. With this Strength card, I said it was almost like a teeny bit in the reverse. Rob Barthelman put on the reverse for Strength insecurities. If this Empress, right, was insecure in the past, they have no reason to be now or in the future. This is someone very well balanced. This is with the Last Judgment. This person, it's not even about like God's judgment, angels' judgment, nothing like that. Like this is this person's judgment. Like this person takes accountability for their actions, positive, negative, when they're in the wrong, when they're in the right. This is someone that's very honest with themselves and others. Because when you look at the Last Judgment card and you see this figure here standing and looking, and you got all this artwork and stuff, it's like somebody going through like their past self, right? Like doing shadow work and being like, okay, like I was in the upright in this, but I was an asshole in this situation. You know, it again, it's like taking accountability for all your actions or inactions too. With the Seven of Cups and the King of Swords, this is someone that they're very like they have dreams and aspirations, they have goals, but they're very cognizant, I'm trying to say that correctly, cognizant of like what they're able to accomplish and when. Like this is somebody that realizes like, and this is just an example, but if this is somebody that realized like if I want a $70 million mansion, it's going to take me a while to get there, but I'm going to work to get there. Like I'm not afraid of the work to get there, but it's going to take me a while. Like they have a very realistic way of looking at things. Even though you might look at them and be like, oh, their head's in the clouds, like they're a dreamer, right? That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You can be a dreamer and still realize like it's going to take you so long to achieve certain things in your life, you know, depending on what it is. With the Ace of Pentacles, whoever this person is, this is someone that's going to go far, like unlimited potential. This is somebody that's going to continuously do the work on themselves, mentally, emotionally, physically, sexually, whatever you want to say, to the point where it's not that they won't get like karma, you know, because everybody's human, everybody makes mistakes, you know, everybody does and says things that they regret. So it's not like this person won't get karma, but this person does so much work on themselves to be the best that they can, to go in the right direction, to do the right thing. I just realized this little knot up here is like really annoying. I don't want to say that it cancels out the bad that they do, because bad counts, good and bad counts, you know. I think it's just there's respect there. There's respect from the divine towards this Empress energy, because they know that, oh, I wanted to cry there for a second. They know that if this Empress comes to the conclusion that they were in the wrong some way, they're going to take full accountability for that. And there are not a lot of people that do that. There are not, y'all, there are not a lot of healing people that do that. There's a lot of healing people out there that start healing and then they think like they're the end all be all and they can't do anything wrong. And I've told you guys before, before and after I started healing. Like when I do an asshole thing, it might take me a minute to recognize it. It might take me a minute to acknowledge it and, deal with it. But I do. I do. I'm not afraid of admitting when I make a mistake, when I do something wrong. I've talked to you guys before. If you follow, if you subscribe, the lady, the coworker that I got into it with last November. And I realized that while, yes, she has a poor attitude, in my opinion, I should never have confronted her and said what I said the way that I said it. And I've even said, like, I'm 100% sure that she was upset by what I said because I remember the look on her face. I remember the look on her face. And I take full accountability for the fact that in that situation, I was the asshole. I was the karmic. I think it took me maybe like a month and a half ish to really start thinking about it from her perspective. Because even though I feel like she's a jerk to a lot of people, she was a jerk to me. I've said before, like that doesn't give me the right to be a jerk to her. It's called rising above, right? Sometimes it's very hard for me to do that. Sometimes it is very hard for me to do that. And it's not in this situation, it wasn't even that. It was, I just thought, okay, I'm going to treat her the way she treats everybody else. But in hindsight, that's not who I am. So why would I do that? Because then it left me feeling like an asshole because I was. There's not a lot of healing people out there that will take accountability for their actions or their inactions. So if you do that, congratulations. Me personally, I've been like that since I was a kid. And I always thought it was like the Gemini in me, but I actually think maybe it's the Virgo or maybe it's both of them working together. But I always have a very easy time, I guess you would say, looking at it from all angles, looking at it from all sides, looking from all the perspectives. I've always been one to do that. And I think as you get older and you are healing, right? You're not toxic, you're not stagnant, you're healing, you finally start to recognize like it's okay to take accountability. It's okay to say you were the asshole. Because again, we're human. It happens. Like I've said a million times, you're going to be healing from birth to death. So admitting that you made a boo-boo and you need to go back and fix it, however that may work out for you, there's nothing wrong with that. And there's nothing wrong with doing that when you're 20, when you're 40, when you're 70. Like, you know, again, healing from birth to death. And there's a lot in between. Whoever this Empress is has put up with a lot of dishonesty in their life. The Empress energy is someone that is like taken care of, held in high regard. Sometimes people refer to the Empress as lazy. I don't really look at it like that. If you want to look at it like that, look at it like that. Um, to me, it reminds me of like Queen and King energy, right? Like the Queen was always there, was always meant to support the King in his role as king. So when I look at the Empress and I look at the Emperor, I kind of get the same vibes. Maybe it's just me. But it's like a very nurturing, supportive energy for that Emperor. Obviously, there's no Emperor in the read. However, the Empress is still going to put off that energy for themselves if they're single, right? And you all know, we've talked about this before. When you're a good-natured person, when you're a giving, caring, loving person, people tend to take advantage. So whoever this Empress was, they have seen a lot of taken advantage. They've probably been taken advantage of more times than they can count on one hand. Some weird car noises out there other than the ice cream truck. I bent my freaking nail today and it hurts like hell. But the nail looks fine. I don't know. I want to cut them down, but I don't want to cut them down, if you know what I mean. It's just they're getting long. All right. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I'm not really seeing anything else. I'm not getting any vibes off of this. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it there for you. I hope it resonated. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope, if anything, you were entertained. I hope you all had a great day and or evening, wherever you are in this wonderful world. I will talk to you later.